Okay, it is 7 o'clock. We will go ahead and open the Burlington Town Council meeting. Today's date is January 13, 2026. All three board members, Daniel, a new board member, Jerry Golds, welcome. And myself are present. Karen is here. No attorney. Not calling, okay. So we will go ahead and open the meeting. The first is to open sealed bids for the community crossing grant and read the bids. So, who's that first one from? Who's that one from?
This one?
Yeah. Looks like I got a little.
E&B paving.
So the first one is from E&B Paving. Looks like everything's in here.
Is that it right there, 154?
Yeah, that's the total.
353?
Yeah. This is what it is, the tabulation sheet here.
There's a lot of text in this.
And it says right here total.
Oh,
Tax
okay.
return.
So
And which one's that one? This one?
this is the same one at E&B.
Yeah.
That mine's not E&B.
So,
Right.
Okay.
So it's E&B is 154,353.00. Get this back to you, it's all together.
central paving.
Central paving is 124,485.00.
You said it was
124,485. Yep. Yeah, probably the same. Should all four be the same.
Yep.
Those are the only two new builds that we have in, right?
Those are the only two that were received.
Okay.
So is there any reason why the higher one would be better?
They're both the same.
They're both about the same,
Yeah,
right?
I took them around through what we wanted, and they know what we want, so.
Some of the lower ones.
And we've used those companies before, they do a good job.
How deep are we grading the roads?
He's gone down an inch and a half on it.
Inch and a half, so I couldn't remember if we even quoted it.
I told him we wanted all the millings. No, the markers plan.
They're okay with that? Probably.
Well, yeah,
Probably happy
they
with
like
that.
to get rid of them, as long as it's not too far away.
Okay. Do we need to make a motion on one, or do we have to take the lowest bid?
Lowest responsive and responsive, just those terms.
Right, so I thought that's what it was.
So as long as everything that you can tell looks to be in there, which
Right.
those companies are, they do this on a regular basis.
The bids are for the exact same work.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a spec sheet that was sent out, engineer Ken Smith sent, if they were interested, sent the spec sheet, it had all the information in there. And then they based their bids on that. And then there was a pre-bid meeting that both E&B and Central Paving came to, and Ken Smith was here, and they could ask any questions to Ken at that time, and then Steve went and showed them where it was gonna be.
You're confident in the lower one?
Yeah, like I said, we used both of them before. They did good work.
It looks like everything's in there.
So I'll make a motion, we accept the lowest bid.
Which is with
Which is Central Paving.
Central Paving. So Daniel has made a motion to accept Central Paving. I'll second it.
Did they put a start date in there? I know Ken said something to him about that, when they thought they could start.
No,
This is
not
not
available.
available, yeah.
They might do that after they get this all.
Those are both free to be.
We told them when the festival is, and Fourth of July, we didn't want nothing going on then, since that's down at that end.
I don't think it matters because it says the award we make to the low responsible bidder, so it has to be the other.
Yeah.
It's whatever you deem responsible. I'm happy with it a little bit. But like I said, they're both good companies.
So we have a motion and a second, that's yours, to accept Central Paving. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries to go with Central Paving.
And if I go, by the end of the meeting, I'll need to keep with those.
Yeah. Next agenda is approval of minutes.
Neither one of us were here for that December 9th meeting. Or, yeah, so you'll have to make the motion because I don't know if we're right.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept December 9th and December 30th.
Second.
That board meeting. Daniel seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next is payment of claims. Did you look at it prior? Sometimes we do it quick because we always read them before. And then she will highlight these aspects or stuff that came in after, a lot of times after we see them.
I make a motion that we accept the bills. Second.
Motion by Gordon, chair is second. All those in favor of paying the bills, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. is the town marshal activity report, which is really slow, but he didn't work a lot in December, so.
And the laptops were down.
Right, that's what I'm saying, so it was a bad month. but-
Or a really good month. We got no crime at all.
I'll make a motion, we accept it, please.
Second.
Daniel seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Mr. Stout, you're up.
Don't have too much, I'm gonna go up tomorrow and get some more salt.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't look like it's too bad until later tomorrow.
No, the salt's getting harder to find.
Yeah, well, they've got plenty of it, but it's not really, it's got salt in it, but it's vodka and rum ribbons. It's good stuff, I mean, it works really well.
That's one.
It has rum and vodka in it.
That's what they said. They said rum and vodka.
It's got some salt in it, but it sticks to the road when you sit down.
And where do you get that at?
It's just up at Fort Wayne.
Wow, we just pulled some out of Chicago.
Did you?
Yep, yesterday.
I know it's getting hard to get.
Yep, but we can't get any more down in
Yeah,
Indy, anywhere.
We called them, I think Karen called what, Monday or Tuesday? Us Tuesday and Thursday, Monday. They said they got plenty.
Good.
Supposed to be good for 20 below. I put it on that cold before and it works.
Well, you're still doing a wonderful job. Appreciate getting you out there.
No,
The other night was kind of an unexpected one. but-
yeah, it's just enough to be a pain.
Yeah, it was.
Because I knew if I wouldn't have got it off, it would have froze on there. It was starting to freeze before I got all done.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it. We did have one little glitch on our computer down there at the lift station on Zurich. But it was just something like I said, just adjustments. It's all under warranty, so,
Barriers in, doing good.
yep. I put new bristles on the broom today. They're getting worn down pretty good. That was almost 3 years I had those on the first other ones, so that's pretty good. I think that's it.
Okay, moving on, we have two guests. First one, we're gonna go with Al Jackson.
Okay, appreciate it. 2 or 3 things. One, I'm here to officially to request use of an office space. When this building was built a few years back, it was pointed out that one of them could be used possibly as the trustees. And I've had my office in my home forever. And I'm just thinking that as a transition time comes, that it'd be best if somebody had a place that they could call a home base. Simply, primarily for office hours. When you're in your home, it's 24 type of thing. It just would like to try it. I guess is what I'm saying, just to see what the comfort zone is and how feasible it works and so forth. I mean, I still won't do work at home, but because of the days where things reporting wise is on the internet, you can do it any place. But as far as meeting township clients, it'd be a place to meet versus a home in that town. And for anybody else that comes on to be a trustee at a given point. So that's my primary reason of being here. So if you have any feelings about that one way or the other, I'd like to address them if you have.
Are you not running for trustee again?
Don't know that for sure.
You're not, because you said something about transition.
Yeah, I've been saying that for the last 2 terms. I'm probably 85% sure that I'm going to run, but I haven't pulled that trigger not to run yet.
How long have you been trustee now?
Over 20 years. I think.
Which office, are you talking about this room right here?
Yeah.
Does anybody use that room?
I make a motion, we allow him to come in here. We have worked well together with the township and the town forever. I would like to continue that, whether it's with you or with anybody else. We need to open that up, and I would like to make a motion that we allow him to come in and try to make it work.
I second.
I don't know whether you were expecting some type of rent or anything off of that, no? All that does is allow us to use it elsewhere, so.
Yep.
It would be like marginal anyway.
Yeah.
If nobody's using it, then.
Right.
And it's not like it's gonna use
It's not
extra
a
electricity.
competitive spot right now.
No, so.
Okay. Very
So,
good.
we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Welcome aboard.
I'll find my own sign. I have one that says Alan Jackson Principal,
There you go.
left over from 25 years
So-
ago. The other, just to report a couple things, of course, Karen and I generally attend park board meetings, over the course of, the year. And she kind of represents, or she represents, the town board, and I representing the township. One of the things that's happened with the township, over the course of those 20 years is accumulation of funds. And one of the things that, we have dollars available, we used some, last year, different places along the line just to keep the park enhanced. But moving forward, we have a couple of projects that we're looking at that have reported or shared with the park board. One is continued enhancement of the playground area, primarily looking at that step between toddlers and the older kids. As I've been working with 3 companies, hoping to have something to report. I have working with Bailey Eldridge, she is on the park board, and also there's a patron that I've been keeping communication, just trying to, I can think it's the best thing since sliced bread, but what I think and what young moms think is 2 different things. So trying to communicate what can best be served to maybe fill that gap. And we'll have a budget, and this is just township money, but we'll probably have a budget of $50,000-$60,000 in that range to do that. The second thing, this is something that we're working on, that I've worked on. One of the things, by the way, when I say working on, a few years back, the park board kind of did a brainstorming session and tried to come up with a list of potential projects. And so the playground certainly was one of them, and another one, which is this one address I'd like to share with you. There's actually an auxiliary, room to the Lily building. Just let me get this squared away. This is this way, I guess. Just got that, just the opposite. Let me think. There we go. Okay. This is the existing Lily building here, and this way. And what we're looking at is adding a fairly large storage unit that's connected to the Lily building. You walk in there, you'll see a cluster of chairs and tables and racks shoved into a corner. And when the whole building is being used, those things are, even if the tables and chairs are used, you still have the racks. And so we're looking at, and then at fall festival and so forth, we're not using whatever not used, just pushed outside. So anyway, you're looking at connecting, I call it a breezeway, some kind of a connection to the Lily building, 6-foot opening here into a 26 or a 30 by 24 building, just for moving keeping the chairs and tables, and actually looking at having a drop shelving from the ceiling down for storage above, tub type thing, whether for the community club or even items from the Christmas walk instead of having to move it back and forth from the sewage plant, type of thing. So anyway, looking at that, and I don't have a full quote on that yet, but I'm thinking another 50,000 probably. It's a crazy number. My first house I bought for $16,500.
That was a while ago.
Back then.
Not anytime soon.
But anyway, that's, we're trying to work on that, and we'll try to keep you focused on. I guess I'd be remiss by not asking, but if there's available funds at all from the town that help do that, be great. If not, that's okay too. I mean, we're okay, I think, for that. But I'll just try to keep you posted on what those numbers are really going to look like instead of a guess. Okay. One other thing then that you're affiliated with, you may or may not know it, and that is Building a Better Burlington Community is a nonprofit that we formed almost 10 years ago in order for the health clinic to be here in town. They had to be affiliated with a nonprofit. We formed that nonprofit, and the members of that are members from the representatives from the town, the township, the park board, and the community club. That relationship, that working relationship with the health clinic and Building a Better Burlington Community has really been, it's been a coup actually for the town of Burlington, number one, just because of the health units that we have here. But the other thing is the rent that comes in goes into this Building a Better Burlington Community, which then can turn around and enhance the buildings there. Steve Michael is your representative. You've appointed him at some point in time, but he keeps the books on that and has done a good job of that. We keep $9,000 separate in a separate account for emergencies that come up. For example, we had a water heater go out in the clinic some time back, and the money was there and was able to take care of it over the weekend and get it done. The rest of it, again, is accumulating. Just recently, replaced another window in the Lilly building. They get mysteriously broken. But we were able to use those dollars to do that.
From the outside or the inside?
This one was on the inside.
On the inside?
Yeah.
Is this because of the baseball stuff in there?
No, I don't. This was done. I don't know whether it was done during the fall season. I didn't notice it until a few weeks ago. But baseball hasn't been in there, so there have been times where it has been, and it's one time the group, the guy knew how to do the stuff and just repaired it himself. That was cool. The unfortunate thing is on those buildings, they're two window, one of them slides, the other stationary. We're fortunate if it were going to be broken, if it's the one that slides, because you can take it out and go get it repaired. Not so much on the other one. And then one other part of that, it's kind of an interesting thing that happened, was that we received a grant of $2,500, a check in the mail, $2,500 that we looked at and sat on. I sat on for a long period of time, took it, is this a real or is this a scam? Took it to the bank and asked them to run it, or if they could see if it was legit, and it was. Sent the lady, it was out from the East Coast, and sent the people a thank you note. Only get a phone call that money was intended to go to Burlington, Vermont.
Oh,
And so we wrote a check and sent it back and put a smiley face on it. But then, the craziness of it is, the lady called and says, now, this organization is connected with the health clinic, just keep the money. And so we have the money that's kind of designated for health needs, so we let the clinic know that. And just an interesting side note, how that happened.
is there any problem with the nonprofit that you brought up about is that everything okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, excellent. Steve keeps all the annual reports submitted. We haven't had any issue on that. The only issue might be with the president, who is me, of having annual meetings and we've kind of been floating along. My intent was actually in January to have had a meeting, but I had a conflict. So we're gonna try to attach a meeting to the park board meeting next month, just for reporting purposes. But it seems to be going along fine. Just off the top of my head, I know that our balance of funds now is around someplace in the $25,000. So it's a comforting thought, because we have a go-to place that we have, just like that water heater. We didn't have to say, well, whose job is that, type of thing. So, well, we do have to say whose job it is, but where the funds come, we didn't have to.
Well, we really appreciate that clinic being there. We take our kids there, so.
Yeah, it's been well received. My fear is they'll move out someday because they'll get too big. That's a selfish reason I would say that, but it has been a great match for us as a community park, a community club. Certainly the buildings there have been great.
I agree. Welcome aboard. Karen can get you a key.
Okay. She told me the key's broken off in that window.
Okay.
Is that right? The front door is
No,
broken?
not the front door,
The office.
one to the office,
Oh, the office, okay.
long way from the heart.
Any other questions for Al before we move on? Okay. All right, we will move to Madison Kaufman, who is the Executive Director of the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I have some handouts for you all. As you said, I'm Madison Kaufman, the Executive Director. I took the Executive Director position February 1st of last year, so I'm coming up on my year, but I've been with the Chamber for a little over 3 years. So I started August of 22 as the membership and engagement specialist. So been there for a little bit of time now. We have been, we greatly appreciate you all being members for many years. And I just kind of wanted to come and introduce myself, but also kind of talk about some of the things that we've been doing, make sure you all are in the loop a little bit as well, and hopefully this year we can partner a little bit more and expand our partnership together. And so I have given you a couple handouts and gave you my business card that has my information. I did have to cross out, we moved in June, right after I got my new business cards. So you have that, but we also have a 2025 year in review. So it kind of talks about how many members we have, how many new members we got in 2025. We do ribbon cuttings. I believe it's been a year, but we did a ribbon cutting here for the new building once it was all finished. We have lots of events throughout the years. We have state legislative event coming up shortly, state of the schools. We do some trainings and workshops that are beneficial for nonprofit organizations and businesses in the community as well. And then each year in April, we usually host the State of the City, County, and Towns Luncheon. So I would like to invite one of you all to be a speaker / representative of Burlington if you are available. I have that date. It's going to be Friday, April 17th, and I believe it's going to be 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we'll be at the Wabash and Erie Canal Center. I believe in the past, if a representative hasn't been able to attend, we try to get a report as well, and so we can read that. So not necessary to be there, but we would like to invite you if anyone is interested. We're really just trying to grow each year. Last year was kind of an interesting year with me taking the reins as well, so really looking forward to how we can improve and provide more resources for Carroll County as a whole. And then the next handout is kind of what hits on what we do. So it says why join the chamber. So networking, referrals, credibility, communication, growth, and visibility. And then on the back of that sheet list our levels and the benefits included in those levels. And then I had also included the invoice for this year as well. And then the other thing that you have is the Carroll County Community Guide. We create that each year around the summertime, typically around July. We worked with the Comet this year on creating that, and so it's something that's produced. It's information about Carroll County. We also list government information, so I try and reach out to each town and community to get that all updated. And then we list the chamber members in the back. So that is our printed directory, but we also have an online directory. So really just try and be of service for our community, and wanted to give you all some information and see if you had any questions regarding our organization and our partnership with you all.
Do you know John Rowe?
Yes.
Did he just come on to the?
Yes, he just became one of our board members, yes.
He's a super good guy.
Yeah, we're super excited to have him. Yeah, I believe I have 5 new board members this year, so that's going to be very exciting. We have our first board meeting later this month, so yeah. We try and get representatives from different categories and around the county as much as we can.
Well, thank you for this. Appreciate that.
Not a problem at all.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I know you don't get told thank you a lot.
I appreciate it. But yeah, if there's any questions or later on, I give you my business card. It has my cell phone, my email, all that information. Don't hesitate to reach out, but we do greatly appreciate all your guys' partnership and all you do for our community as well.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
We have no old business. We will move on to new business, which is a vote on the council officers.
Do you still want to be president, Kevin?
I don't care.
Okay, I'll nominate Kevin for president.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Aye.
Did you just vote opposed? That's why I asked you.
It's still 2-1. No, I'll say aye. You still want to be vice president?
Yeah.
It's all right, you're new, you're not going to be.
I was really hoping I wouldn't.
Okay, Dan, as vice president.
Second.
Jared, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Did you say aye?
Yeah. Sorry.
New people. Okay, moving on. December 2025 payroll allowance docket.
It's good to me. Yeah, make a motion that we accept the payroll.
Second.
We have a motion to accept the payroll docket. That's second from Jared. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Jared, you got anything? Sure. You want to get up front of the camera and talk? Okay. Do we have any other business? Anybody need anything done, said, mentioned, talked about? I make a motion, we close this meeting.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion